It's better than doing something else against the wind, huh, Ray Hartmann?
Oh, absolutely.
How are we doing? Happy New Year, sir.
Great. Happy New Year to you and your listeners.
So I got to ask you right off the bat, Ray Hartmann joins us now on the line, and I saw your Substack the other day about the Hyperloop. Is this officially dead?
Well, it's dead. I don't know if they don't actually, I don't think there were actually memorial services. I mean, theoretically, there are other little companies, but these guys were the bad boys. This was like, they were the main guys that were allegedly going to get us all in. I mean, who didn't want to jump in a little tiny tube and travel 23 minutes to get to Kansas City among us? I mean, but I mean, that's what this was. And it's funny, you laugh and I laughed and I like, yeah, I mean, I support just about anything, you know, and this one, I remember when it came up, it's like, come on, you know, I mean, first of all, it was going to happen in like 2050, which would be irrelevant to me. But I mean, at this age, but I mean, it's like beyond that, it was just, I think what sets St. Louis apart and Missouri is that everybody here got so excited about it. I mean, and what I wrote about was that then Eric Greitens, our governor, basically hit the front page of the Post-Dispatch lead story by not only proclaiming that it was going to be the next great thing, that we really didn't have separate cities anymore because we were all 23 minutes apart, but that also this was going to get the Amazon headquarters. Remember they had that big they had everybody like basically, I don't know what you guys said, auction, you know, kind of a corporate welfare blackmail telethon or whatever you call it to see who was going to get the Amazon headquarters. I don't know if you noticed, neither in Illinois, Alton didn't get it either, did it? I don't think any of us got. And so, but the point is, I'm not kidding you, this was actually, words were spoken. I mean, the sentence was written, you know, in the daily newspaper that this is a great plus, and that it said here, connecting the two, Kansas City could serve, and St. Louis could serve as the catalyst for the online retail to put a Missouri location on its list. And then he was, as I said in my thing, I guess he was tied up elsewhere, but his spokesperson said, we're just challenging Amazon to think in a new way. Oh, and yeah, it would be a new way. It's like, you people need help, you know? I mean, really? You want us to move one of our corporate headquarters? Forget about the fact that Amazon was not warm and fuzzy in this process. Can you imagine if you were head of a big company thinking about locating here, and someone with a straight face told you that one of the reasons you should come here is that St. Louis and Kansas City would soon, meaning maybe possibly, but probably never in 2050, be 23 minutes apart. You should consider that as one of the reasons that you'd want to be here. I mean, I don't even know what to say to that. It's so stupid on its face. But the poor Post, everybody had to cover it with a straight. I mean, this isn't me being sarcastic. This is really what happened, CJ. In the newspaper, our newspaper, those words were actually said out loud by a spokesperson for the governor.
Oh, my God.
We want them to think in a new way about the Hyperloop. And it's like, please share your drugs. I mean, really, what
no
are
kidding.
you doing?
Well, it's like,
what are you talking about? I mean, it was one of the more amazing stories I remember. And now, of course, you know, I mean, look, I'm no one to talk. I mean, people have business ventures that go south. There's no shame. This one was almost, I think they lost about $500 million of investment. But I mean, that happens. I mean, I'm talking about this startup company.
Right.
It was Virgin Air, and then they got out of it, and it was Hyperloop One is what it was called. And look, I'm not going to dance on their grave. They tried something. It didn't work. Fine. But the real story here is how we were such saps about this.
You shouldn't watch the Jeffersons while you're on mushrooms because everything seems real, number one. Number two, didn't we lose the initial testing loop to like West Virginia that never got it out?
Oh, yeah. Now, that one actually, in theory, well, we were going to go for a test track. And that one was less stupid. I mean, that one was because there was theoretically going to be some money coming into the state from Hyperloop One or Virgin Hyperloop at the time to build a test track. Now, in theory, that one isn't as stupid in that, sure, we'll take your money and, as long as you pay up front, you want us to build a test loop, fine. That's much different than saying, yeah, everybody's coming here, But at the same time, it is rather humiliating to lose anything to West Virginia. Don't you think?
I was about ready to say
really,
it,
I mean, it's like, I don't know what it was there.
You got Homer and Fudd in the trash can riding to Kansas City now.
And then poor West Virginia ended up getting, they didn't get it anyway. I mean, after they won it. But that was just the normal states bidding for corporate wealth. I mean, actually a project. That one wasn't as outrageous just to ask for, but we lost it. And then we didn't make as big a story. It was a big story when we made the ask, not such a big story when we were beaten by West Virginia. But I mean, that's a different level than the governor saying this is practically, talk about how it was a done deal.
Right.
I mean, it was just crazy. It was, and I'm sorry, Governor Parson came in and followed up after Eric Greitens left the building, shall we say, and he appointed a blue ribbon panel. I mean, we treated this so seriously when it was on its face not serious. You know what I'm saying? Or certainly not serious enough. I mean, a state with any self-respect to say, look, this is a lovely idea you had here. Sure, we'll bid on the test track. And, when you're up and running, call us. I mean, it's like, oh, we got a boo, you're going to make this, and it was like, you've got to be kidding me. And it wasn't just my alma mater, Mizzou was high. I guess you could say, well, that's okay. They're hype. Some big engineering firm out of KC they partnered with. That isn't quite as bad because that might not have cost the university anything. But we just showed what I always think is kind of a lack of security or something.
Yeah, who's the gatekeeper?
I honestly can't see Illinois fall. I certainly can't see New York or just pick a state, anything. I mean, red state. It's hard to picture other states, even ones with miserable, horrible governors like Florida or something. It's hard to picture them acting excited about this before it's even a thing.
It seems like it shouldn't be really a partisan issue,
It's not a partisan issue.
I just want to know who the gatekeeper was, Ray. Who just said, "Oh my God, this guy's onto something. We're in."
It's just a lack of common sense. And again, I separate the two. Getting the test track was just a project. That's not really. I mean, sure. I mean, you're going to bid on stuff like that. That's okay. I mean, there's no reason to assume it's not going to happen. And it might be, if they were going to spend X million dollars to build the test track, sure, why not? But that's a big far cry from saying, yeah, we're all get ready, folks. 23, why don't you go ahead and take that job in Kansas City, CJ? You'll be home for dinner. It's like, help me out.
Thank goodness they weren't a part of a timeshare pitch. We would all be in trouble.
It was worse than a timeshare pitches. At least sound on the surface to be believable. This was like, well, why don't we just beam there, instead? I mean, it's like, geez. Oh my God! It was I have to say, I'm going to miss the story a little.
So I got to ask you, Ray, as 2024 is gearing up, what are you looking at the most? Are you going to stay out of the political circles this year? Are you going to get?
I wish I could. Other than Donnybrook, I'd like to. When we worked together, another place. We had so much fun doing like music and comedy and stuff. I've gotten in my old age. A lot of people identify me, of course, with a lot of the issues, and I certainly still passionate. I mean, I'm on Donnybrook talking about them, and I write my Substack. But it wears you down, and particularly this year, where I think, and I say this, I don't know if you call it bipartisan, but certainly I have lots and lots of Republican friends from going back to the days I was proudly the speechwriter for Kit Bond, who was a Republican governor before most of you and most of your, I don't even know, your parents were born. But I have to say, the real question facing us is whether we're going to actually live in a democracy. If we're having this conversation a year from now, I mean, we really might have to be careful what we said, and that's never happened before. And so, is that? I mean, that's sort of the giant, issue that faces everybody, and it's going to be I would say it's going to be one of the more interesting news years of our life. It's hard to see any alternative to this being a very eventful news year. I mean, just look ahead. A lot of times people make all these predictions. In fact, if you at the end of every year, it's fun to look at some media goes back and says, here are all the predictions that didn't work. Trump wasn't going to get indicted, all the things, and not on both sides. And boy, it's like, and it's not just one party. I mean, look at what is that guy? What's his name? Menendez, a senator, the Democratic senator.
Oh yeah, I'm telling you what. I wish I
don't
would
know
have
why the Democrats aren't working. Maybe they will now. They got it. I mean, they got to cut him loose like now in the Senate. He's a Democrat. I mean, and I suspect they have some of the same problems the Republicans had in the House, which is that they need his vote. But my Lord, I mean, that guy's, I'm a big innocent till proven guilty person. This is as close to, anyway. There's a lot of stories, but obviously the fact that Trump seems to be walking to the nomination on the Republican side and that he gets stronger with each indictment. I will say, I do not think, to borrow a country expression, Missouri, that dog will hunt in the general election.
Yeah.
I really don't. But I've been wrong so many times, CJ, I don't know. But I'd like to think we live in a country where getting indicted repeatedly is not really something you lead off on your resume with. But, we'll see. I mean, I think the folks in the middle, the Republicans who are not into QAnon and, MAGA right-wing Pizzagate theories or whatever, I think those folks are going to be a little less likely to be accepting of having a president who's potentially should be in jail, I mean,
right.
I think, I've been wrong. I mean, obviously that's what Democrats and most independents think. It's hard to see him getting to 46% again, which is what he got both times in his other races. He won one and lost one at 46. I just can't imagine it, but we'll see. And that as far as it makes every state and local issue seem so irrelevant.
That's what I was going to ask you, actually, is how in an election year with this, when you're doing Donnybrook, does a lot of your conversation, is it hard to stay from, one of your guests taking it and making it a national issue, or is it pretty easy in that setting?
I mean, we don't have guests. It's just the panelists now. We don't have a second show anymore. But we have a pretty firm rule that and I think it's a good rule. Mm-hmm. Which is that people don't want to, I mean, if it really hits this huge enough story that has some local react, say that whether it's Illinois or Missouri congressional delegation, we will talk about it. And we, by the way, think we should talk more Illinois issues, and we try to. So if there's an issue that impacts Illinois and the congressional delegation from Illinois, the Southern Illinois one, I should say, or Missouri, where an Ann Wagner or Josh Hawley gets engaged, we'll talk. But we avoid talking about national stuff just because there's so much noise out there. Nobody wants to listen to it.
You're 100%
right. We just don't. we try to focus more locally. And again, some issues it's kind of hard. I mean, some issues it's like when you're talking about insurrection, the best thing we can do is to focus on the fact that we have not one but two Missouri senators who are full-fledged insurrectionists. I mean, there's that. But again, and then we have the problem, we don't disagree about it. I mean, no, people say you need more diversity, unless you want to just have somebody that thinks January 6th was cool and that it was just a tour, or that the Patriots there shouldn't be in jail, they should be getting medals. We don't have an argument about that. I don't think that liberal panel, it's really more moderate, kind of centrist panel for the most part. And I guess I'm certainly the most liberal panelist, and I'm not a progressive. I'm a liberal, and there's a very clear distinction these days.
Yes, there is.
So we don't have like a left-wing panel or something. So, but at the same time, nobody wants to defend, Josh Hawley, like raising his fist to the protesters and running like a little chipmunk.
Well, I was going to say, he's my track coach.
Yeah, right. Exactly. So nobody's defended him on most of the stuff. I mean, he has some stuff that he does that that we don't disagree, or I don't disagree with on some issues. But for the most part, he and Eric Schmidt are pretty embarrassing, I think.
He has a hell of a flamethrower, though. Well, all right, Ray. One last question for you.
Sure.
Is Taylor and Travis staying together throughout the football season? I have to ask the expert.
Well, if I'm talking to them, I'd say no. I hope so. I have some friends who are very, very, very strong. I root for the Chiefs. I'm actually a cheesehead, so I adopted after we lost the Rams, or they returned, however you want to describe it, which I didn't like, but I also saw coming years ahead. Mm-hmm. I had been planning. I always liked the Packers. I like the fact that they're the only town that isn't owned by a giant billionaire. They're actually municipally owned, and I just like the Pack. So I'm a cheesehead, but I also like the Chiefs in the AFC. And I don't like it when people are upset that Travis Kelce might be, distracted with their relationship. It's like, at least don't call yourself a fan of Travis Kelce and deny him. Really, give me a break. He's doing pretty well for himself. Who knows? Both of them are at such a megastar level that I certainly probably don't have the qualifications to make any predictions about their relationship. I don't know that it really falls into my knowledge base particularly, but we'll see. I think it's kind of an entertaining story, and she seems to really like him, and she goes to his games, and he goes to her concerts. So.
Yeah, cool. It's something. Oh, hey, by the way, Ray, I need you to hang tight because I have a live read from Menendez Financial Planning I got to get to here in a second. Bob Menendez is your Oh, wait, sorry, that was the wrong line. Ray Hartmann. Ray, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Take care.
You too. We'll take a quick break. Daily Show on a Wednesday. Hit you next after this.